Okay, hopefully this is working and not too ugly. The game isn't open yet. Don't worry about it not showing up. Takes a while to open, which is maybe, not the best sign to begin with, but whatever. WILDS. Stream alert. Paste.
Your volume sounds all good.
Sweet. Hello, Quinn Enjoyer and John Jonathan. This is gonna be Monster Hunter Wilds. The game's not open yet, don't worry, it is just a black screen for now. My computer is below the minimum specs for this game. I was told I could not run it, but I did. Against the odds, against all the pain, my computer ran the game. It's not gonna look the best, but it does look alright. And it plays well. Alright, Chop, from now on, I cannot see chat. You are their voice. You are the voice of the people.
I will attempt my best.
Thank you. So you guys might have heard the news about the origami monsters and things like that. When called upon to load stuff, typically it'll load a low-res model first, and it looks pretty hideous. I hope we see one. They're kind of funny. But then it'll load a good one. What's up?
John asks, so what is this game about?
Okay, so this game, in the grand scope of things, Monster Hunter is a game where humans are more thoroughly part of the ecosystem. We are battling against these crazy megafauna creatures that are plenty ready, able, and are made to kill us. That is sort of the overarching world. There is a guild that is established to hunt these monsters and keep people safe when they get too close to villages, things like that. In more recent games, they've taken on a more researching role, trying to find out how we could live alongside them. In terms of gameplay, you kill big monsters and you make armor and weapons out of them to kill other big monsters. Really fun. And in this particular game story, crazy stuff is going down. This is the first game that really has a good story, and I'm impressed by it. It's not as good if you don't know the rest of the previous story, but genuinely fantastic.
If you see a part flash, watch out.
By the way, Queen Enjoyer is Glycopod Enjoyer. They just changed their name.
Hello, I think you've been by as Queen Enjoyer before. Or maybe you messaged me on Discord, but I do recall that. Or maybe I saw the feature, who knows. Okay. Despite a fan on max pointed at my computer, it is starting to get warm. So we probably have 2 hours before my computer fully gives out. Let's make it count.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick deafen to do a sound test.
Thank you.
Seems a little quiet on stream.
A little quiet? Alright.
A little quiet.
How did finally tend to stream to finally? Yeah, okay, unfortunately. Sorry about canceling all the streams. I even meant to do one yesterday. I didn't because too late I realized I needed to set stuff up, and then I ended up not setting stuff up anyway. So, oops. It's up by 3 volume.
Wait 1 second.
How does that sound?
I say it's pretty good right here.
Sweet.
Still maybe like a little quiet for weapon swings, but also with how monsters get loud, I think it's perfect. I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. The weapon swings are not the thing people need to listen to so much as the roar of an ebony Odogaron.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys are wondering why on earth I'm even playing this, this game is what I wish Pokemon was with how detailed the ecology of the monsters are. It's fantastic.
Coin Enjoyer says, I have a recommendation for a game, by the way. It's called Rain World. I don't know if you know about it, but it's a very well-made game, and it's also very challenging.
Rain World is what I wish this game was. As much as I love this game and think it succeeds, Rain World smashes it out of the water, and I'm very bad at platformers.
I mean, you did beat Hollow Knight recently.
I did beat Hollow Knight, but with Hollow Knight, I knew what I was doing, and I knew how to execute upon it, even if I failed to at points. With Rain World, I couldn't.
but Rain World also has multiplayer.
That's a mod.
So you, is it?
Not that I'm not down to, but like,
Oh, I thought it was base game.
It
Or
might be
Final
DS.
One.
regardless, perhaps so. I might do Rain World. I actually, you know what? I will. 'Cause I've been playing it on my own, and I love the vibes, but I just wasn't really getting too much into it. But I think if I was streaming it and kind of pausing things as I went, it would be better. Like, my scripts are better when I'm talking to someone about why I think certain things.
You like feedback on the idea rather than write the idea and save it for later.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you've heard me interacting with Cody, it's usually me having a one-way conversation with myself in front of him.
Yeah. I just realized they brought this monster back. I can't remember.
Yeah,
his
dude.
name.
You hate this monster?
No.
Oh, yeah, sweet. I love this monster.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I love this monster, but I definitely don't hate it.
This
I was just
monster is
surprised to
like,
see it here.
it's a fast that doesn't feel unfun to hit. Okay, look, guys, I'm warming up. Okay, excuse the badness.
That's the thing, John. You you don't know until it starts limping.
There are other tells for how low their health is.
Not a, yeah.
As a wildlife biologist that's dabbed in animal behaviors before, yes, this is how an animal behaves when you're fighting it. Maybe not with a, sword, but
Giant sword and shield.
if you went out with a sword and shield and started fighting a bear, it would be like a lot of the monsters in this game. No other animals would really interact like this. It's really just bears. Like most animals, when you show that you can fight back, they just leave.
Coin Enjoyer asks, which world would be worse to live in? Pokemon or Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter. In
Yeah.
Pokemon, there might be the Charizard that's sitting outside of town ready to eat you when you go out alone, but at least you can catch one. In this game, it has been shown that taming monsters is just not really a thing you can do. In fact, this very game even tackled that a little bit earlier in the story. Oh my goodness, I'm sucking bad.
You should try mounting it.
I should try mounting it. If you find a slope, I will absolutely. Whoa!
Just call your horse.
Oh, now I'm down a hole. All right then.
It's chasing you.
I expect you then. Look, I've done this fight before, but this is a different variant, so I have not done this fight before.
Same fight, different person.
No, he's like one of the enhanced ones. Oh, I suck at this game, dude.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I promise I'm better at this game. I beat Monster Hunter World all except for like one monster, and same with Generations Ultimate.
He's not.
I have though.
Stands to reason this
I have
No.
proof. I've beaten every monster except for Vitalis in World.
No. Not denying you beaten the other games. I mean you being good at this game.
No. No, it's true. I don't use wounding at all.
You should.
Oh, I so desperately miss my chat.
You should currently same messages as before and John keeping a death counter.
Wow. No, that's hilarious.
You should use your wounds though. That's one of your easiest ways to enter enhanced
Missed.
weapon form.
I agree.
But you use the dismounting attack.
What?
You did the dismounting attack.
So let me take that route. I missed my dismounting attack. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I asked why did you do it?
Oh, because I thought I would hit it.
Fair. It's good for dismounting attack is good for the run up on it, but if you're already super close to it, you might as well just jump off and then airfall.
But the mount damage. I could mount it. Like this.
You would also mount it by just jumping off and
Not innately.
hitting it. Actually, I think you have a better chance of mounting it for just doing the fall.
The way it works is basically like any aerial hit builds up a secret mount status. and once that's full, it will mount. And monsters, just like normal statuses, build up resistance to it.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of monsters screaming. Coin and Joy.
What was that?
Coin and Joy just says a lot of screaming.
Yeah. The evolution of animals making noise when fighting is interesting, because we're certain why in some animals, but in others we're not really sure. Like obviously with something like a wolf, you know, they're communicating. With something like a frog, it's trying to get a different predator to maybe eat the snake and not it. But like, what about a cougar? Or a cheetah? They don't often. We know it's not something that's normal, but sometimes they make noise.
John asks, if you could tame any monster you've fought in this game so far, which one would it be?
In this game so far,
Specifically this game. That you have fought.
that I have fought. As much as I think the Rompapolo is really cute, Yoshagama I feel like just has to be the correct answer, because A, it works in a pack, so it is trainable in some capacity. B, I mean it seems like it's just the easiest to manage.
What about a Palico?
I haven't fought a Palico.
You could swing your weapon at a Palico and I'd consider that a fight.
If I went and punched Gandhi but he didn't punch back, is that a fight or just abuse? Was deserved if you know about Gandhi. This is an ecology stream, not a Gandhi ecology stream.
Studying the ecology of Gandhi.
Welcome back to Gandhi Ecology. Today we're looking at Gandhi.
There's like 50 episodes. Most of them just say the same thing. Just in different orders.
That could be a good bit. However, I am very careful about making any April Fool's video after the last one actually... I get the last one now. Actually killed my channel. I just performed necromantic magics at the cost of job security. That's right. And you know what? It was super worth it. By the way, if you guys have any questions at all, Chop is plenty capable of answering them, and so am I. Ask away. This game series has been historically very hostile to new players, so if something doesn't make sense, it probably doesn't make sense to us.
Yeah. Or it does, and we'll call you a fool! And then...
You know, you see how there are damage numbers when I'm hitting it, but there's no health bar? Damage numbers were added 2 games ago. The series has existed for 20 years.
The damage numbers got added for the extra dopamine rush.
The damage numbers got added for player feedback so people could actually enjoy the video game. I'm very hostile about old Monster Hunters.
The heart rate monitor in the corner is for your health specifically, but if you look in the bottom left, you would also see one for the monster. It's the one in the top left is your health. The one in the bottom left is to help you determine how the monster is.
Oh, I'm in a pickle. Oh, that was awesome. So what just happened there, when monsters are doing attacks, they will actually sometimes open up wounding spots on whatever's doing the attack. Typically, there's going to be like if they're breathing fire, their mouth is all of a sudden a weak point. And I just accidentally hit it right when that was happening. So that was awesome. By the way, Chop, I don't know if you recognize that mechanic, but first time that ever showed up was the Monster Hunter movie.
It's a one-to-one conversion.
It really is. Oh, you might hear us make fun of the Monster Hunter movie. It's horrible. It's nothing like the games. It doesn't make any sense. There's very little talking for about 2/3 of the movie. But the monsters are accurate. For the most part.
John, do you mean the hunter or do you mean the monster?
Well, there are 3 characters. There's the monster, there's the hunter, and the wilds. I'm
But
joking.
John
There is
asks,
no wilds.
the monster. I'm gonna say it's pretty tough considering it's taking blunt force trauma and blades constantly.
Yeah. Think like if evolution was turned up to 11. This was probably one of the first instances of speculative biology kind of entering the mainstream in some capacity.
By the way, Coin Ninja asks, what's your opinion on Pokemon Champions?
Pokemon Champions?
Yeah.
I have mild worry, like, you know, dark storm clouds on the horizon, but nothing yet, of Showdown's longevity. But other than that, I'm interested. I'm not a fan of doubles, so I hope that there's a single version, but, you know, I'll still play it if there isn't. I think it's interesting that we have Megas and Terra. I don't know how Game Freak's going to balance that, otherwise I am absolutely going to be unleashing the nightmare of Mega Gengar, Terra into whatever I want, onto the world. And I think everyone else is, and I think that's going to be the entire meta, is that and dealing with it. Hope you like Ghost meta. Ooh.
Jack, would you happen to know where to get a light crystal? Isn't it just for mining outcrops?
A rare mining outcrop result, I think, in the Icelands.
Oh, okay.
It's rare.
Gotcha.
Like, I've gotten 3 after mining 7. Something like that. Let me get this off, it will be so awesome. Oh. Oh, if you guys are looking to get this game, A, hold off a little bit. They're probably going to optimize the game. This will cook your PC. B, these games are famously very unforgiving. If you get mad at video games easily, maybe just watch gameplay of this. I was crouching down there because this monster has a way to apply bleeding to you. And the only way to stop bleeding is by crouching in place and letting it wear out.
Or eating sushi.
Sushi or jerky. I think I have jerky actually.
I'm sure you could, Coin Enjoyer.
What is it?
Coin Enjoyer just says, I could never play this side thing.
Okay, maybe not this one specifically, because this one's very rig intensive. But the games aren't, like, impossible. They're unforgiving. There's a massive difference. Once you learn them, they're putty in your hands. Until then, uphill battle. If you're looking for a starting point, World if you have an alright PC, like, kind of good. And Rise if you have a Switch, or I think it's on consoles too, right? Like all consoles?
It's everywhere.
Okay.
Rise is everywhere.
So, if you don't have like a decent PC, Rise. If you do, World.
I'd say if you want a welcoming start, I would say Rise, but Rise would give you a conditioning of, hey, my game is probably going to be like this if I try out World or something.
I would say Rise is probably the biggest departure.
Yeah.
So it can give some kind of bad habits, but they're easy to break, because the game is mean.
Rise is severely different for the most part compared to the other games because it's like you have superpowers compared to. It's like the one time a superhero without superpowers gets superpowers, and
Yeah.
then you play, and then you read the other issues of their comic book, and they don't have superpowers.
Yeah, I would say so. If you're looking for an accurate to Monster Hunter, start to Monster Hunter, Generations Ultimate, also on the Switch, is a phenomenal game. It is incredibly mean. It is not recommended for any new players. But if you're just looking for a little bit of hardness, that game's hard. That game will not treat you well.
Like, I'd say
Stick with
to
World
get
of Rise.
yeah, World of Rise. If you wanted like if you want a general scale, it would be Rise, Rise, World, Generation, and then try out Iceborne.
Yeah. As an ecologist, I can't recommend World enough. It has so much interactions between the monsters and the environment. They leave markings, tracks, territorial elements, like breeding signals, everything. There are tiny little critters in the environment that you can actually catch and document too. It is fascinating, wonderful, I love it, and for some reason everyone hated those elements, so I stand alone. Oh yeah, if you're gonna do anything ever, don't look up opinions about Monster Hunter on the internet. The game, like, culture is infested with gen runners, essentially.
You probably have a few.
What?
You probably have a few you can hit.
I could not hear you, the dodo Garen scared me.
You probably have a few wounds you can hit.
Oh, that's so true, thank you for reminding me. The sharpness might be a better reminder, though. Although that one might just be cooked, you might want to just give up on that one. No wounds. Yeah, Chop, when they have those, like, blue veins on them, these are...
Oh, I know how the wounds look with these ones. I'm just saying because they're
No, they
fast, I
repair.
can get a great vision.
They repair on these guys.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
They repair. They create gush points. And you can damage the gush points like they're a constant wound.
Oh, that's right, you're watching Soup.
Yeah, and they
Yay.
it empties them of their
I made a
the
raccoon.
element that they're imbued with.
How's it going, David? You able to do a hunt?
Yeah, I can hunt. I'm just right now. I'm trying to find
John,
plans for
Rise will be the most welcoming because it is compared to every other Monster Hunter. It's comparatively easier.
Actually, if I can give a specific reason why, Rise has this thing where you are able to, like, quick get up from attacks with invulnerability. So if you get knocked down, instead of getting hard punished, you have a couple, like, get out of jail free cards. If you spam them, you're gonna get punished. So it's not like a cakewalk. But if you play carefully and pay attention, you're good.
Rise is still difficult, but if you go from playing Rise and then go play World or any other title, you would call Rise easy.
Yeah. It's not that it's bad either.
Yeah, no, Rise is great.
There's no
Rise
bad
is-
Monster Hunter other than the first one.
What about that DS one with underwater fighting?
We don't talk about that one. That one doesn't exist. People love it sometimes. People love that one. People want the underwater combat back.
I would want to try it.
Nope. If you told me that you could cook poop well enough to make it super tasty, I believe you. I'm not gonna cook poop. I'm not gonna eat it. It's still poop no matter how tasty it is.
No, I feel like you'd probably try it.
I would not.
I don't know.
Okay, actually, there is a coffee called Kopi Luwak. And it is civets that will eat coffee beans and poop it out, and people make coffee out of it. And they scammed tourists into thinking it was better. It's bad.
No, John.
What?
This is just an average monster. What is this?
This one's not.
This is a monster we haven't seen yet, but this is how some of the monsters get introduced. Every monster is almost a boss battle.
Look sharp.
They kind of are. Like, even in the old games, the areas weren't like one big area. It was a bunch of tiny arenas. The only game outside of fighting monsters is readying for fighting monsters. I'm not ready to fight this, David. We are gonna do whatever quests you have.
Okay.
That thing's gonna embarrass me in front of all my viewers.
If you would join me in an, in an environmental link right now, I'm just mining for light crystals.
Sure. It might not be. It might not be Iceland. It might be another place that looks like Iceland. So why don't we advance first? Because you'll see what I mean. There's a place just past Iceland that you get to through Iceland that isn't icy, but it looks icy.
Okay.
It's got all that Wilk stuff all over it.
Yes. However,
Oh, I
it's
think I think I'm there.
Oh yeah, probably.
there's fishing, but it's fishing.
You're fishing. It's not bad. Optimal play is fishing, and it's annoying because your whetstone over here restores that sharpness bar you see at the top left underneath my stamina bar there. If you fish, you can get a special fish scale that sharpens faster.
Oh, that's in this
By the way-
game?
That's
By
in
the
all the
way,
games.
Yeah.
Coin Enjoy asked earlier, but I missed it by mistake. Have you ever tried Pokemon Close Combat?
I have actually, and the only reason I didn't play more is because I couldn't get online to work. I really enjoyed what I played. I'm not very good at fighting games, but if you put Pokemon on something, I will play it. Like, it's literally that easy.
Also, I've never replaced every monster with Pokemon.
I think that would look really ugly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why are
maybe
there
not
so
that.
many Snorlaxes?
But, yeah, I mean,
Right. Understood.
pretty easy to get me to play a game. Oh yeah, you also get login bonuses. That's what I'm doing here.
I'm fighting a Narcissilla right now if you want to join me.
Yeah, sure. You have to invite me.
Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna
Take
get
time.
disappeared.
Take time.
Yeah. Narcissilla is rather rude in not letting me access my menu right now.
Mild arachnophobia warning. As far as spiders go, this one's probably better than a lot of spiders because a lot of the spiderness is covered up by a cloak. But, you know, just putting a warning out there.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
This game in particular, I'm particularly fond of the ecology because the areas have natural disasters that bring forth like nutrient-rich periods after them, which is accurate to real life, and that's awesome. Like forest fires, not the ones out west.
Yes.
There is a different reason for that, but like they normally would regenerate the forest in a really healthy way. Go ahead, John. My bad.
No, I just put it in chat, don't worry.
Okay.
It was just John asking, is the cloak made of spider silk?
Yes. And yeah. Look at all. Oh, I got garlic. That's right.
Garlic.
Yeah, garlic as an ingredient?
Yeah, I got garlic recently.
I'm jealous. What does it do?
Moxie prevents fainting.
What?
Ooh.
That's so good.
I might. Dude, I'm so low on ingredients. I got 4 shrimp, 1 cheese, and 3 garlic.
Man, you gotta go farming.
It's like a rare drop from stuff, and you have to trade for some of it. One of it's a rare drop from Kongalala. I don't want to fight him.
That
Okay, I
sounds
can
that sounds like you haven't optimized Monster Hunter farming.
No. It's Kongalala, dude. Even with my textures on ultra low, kind of looks pretty tasty.
What
It
the heck?
looks sharp.
It does look
I'm
sharp.
frozen in.
I also love the fact that with the low textures, you can see the pre-render ripaways.
That's actually the first time that's shown up. That has not shown up before.
No,
I swear to the good gods above. Like, I will say every day long, don't trust this for graphical fidelity example. I am in turbo ugly mode.
Right.
But, dude, the food in this game will make you hungry.
Jack, get ready for SOS flare. I'm gonna send one out.
I'm departing on your quest.
Oh. Alright, never mind then.
Oh yeah, if you guys are planning on joining this game to play with your friends, get ready for the worst multiplayer experience you've ever had. You have to, when you're going through the story together, you both have to start the quest individually, go and look at the monster to get the cutscene of the monster, leave, and then join each other's quest, and it'll progress for the both of you. Game series has been around for 20 years, by the way. However, since day one of those 20 years, they have had a live orchestra playing their music, and it is insane. If you guys haven't yet, go look up the Monster Hunter OST. It blows you away. It is fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of music in general. Ooh, ugly textures.
John says, makes perfect sense to me.
Oh, look at that guy.
Origami Hunter.
Origami Hunter is a thing. Unfortunately, it's not as cute as the origami monsters. Oh, it is cold here.
Someone irrelevant named Irrelevant asks, still like World? So yeah, the multiplayer still like World.
Yes, the multiplayer is still like World. It pretended to not be, but yeah, it's World.
Also, sorry for the joke, Irrelevant. I saw the opportunity.
It's origami right now. If we go fast enough, it won't load in. Look at it! Origami monster! And then there it is.
Somehow that's more terrifying.
It kind of is. They're kind of cute though. I hope that they actually make a line of origami monsters. You know what I mean? Okay, here's the arachnophobia warning. The cloak seems to be absent at this moment. I apologize. I mean, it's there, but like, I thought it was bigger.
Coin, it's because his PC has to load in other things for the monster. Graphic quality.
Well,
Fastest button on demand. Good job, Jack.
I helped.
Well then.
Time for a good
Came
nap.
with his OP gear and one shot it.
Oh, this is nightmarish.
Get away from my friend!
Falling asleep in a field of spiders.
No.
Okay, so I need to go to Rhineland, I guess. Not
Rhineland.
Oh, maybe. Well, no, I'm pretty sure it was here where I was getting the light crystals. Right outside the camp was a mining spot, and I'm pretty sure I got one there.
Don't light crystals typically spawn in like the volcano areas.
I'm gonna ping all of the.
No, it's typically the late game areas, wherever those might be. This game's late game area just happens to not be the volcano.
Can't open my map.
Coin Enjoyer, cool. Why?
What was it?
I've heard that tarantulas taste like shrimp.
Yeah, I believe it. Actually,
I hate it.
what the heck are those called? Oh, this is embarrassing. Arthropods. Good lord. Arthropods actually share so much in common with seafood critters that people with shellfish allergies will actually get similar allergic responses to a lot of critters. At the zoo, we actually don't let people hold the millipedes because their danger fluid can give people serious allergic reactions. It's given some of our coworkers serious allergic reactions. Someone's hand turned a little bit black.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
They were fine. For some reason, it just turned their hand black. Like, not necrotic, but as though something inked on their hand. It was really weird. Like,
A necromancer.
a necromancer.
A zoo on Halloween.
I'll check our supplies.
What's that?
As a zoo on Halloween, they summon their local necromancer.
Grab a sec?
Oh, we actually have an echo feature on our microphones now, so when Halloween comes around, we can be spooky.
Well, what can I do for you?
Coin Enjoyer asks, have you eaten any bugs in your life, or is he the weird, or are they the weird one?
Homie, you come to the wildlife biologist's chat and ask if he's eaten bugs? Of course I've eaten bugs. I eat bugs for fun.
I thought you were gonna say, of course I haven't eaten bugs.
No. Delicious. When I was an educator in a public park, I did a lot of summer camp work. Let me tell you, knocks them dead when you pick up a cricket and just gulp it down. We don't gulp it down, you chew it. But, you know. They taste good. Bugs actually taste good. Scientifically, like neurologically, a bug tastes good, and a cockroach is one of the tastiest raw ingredients you can just throw in your mouth.
John says, "What is the best and weirdest animal you've ate?"
Cockroach. That was good timing.
Did it taste like chicken?
No, it tasted like... Okay, so you know how there's like the 5 flavors, but there's kind of savory as like a weird 6th flavor that's kind of a flavor?
A flavor
Umami
town?
in Japanese culture. That is what cockroaches taste like. They taste like that with chip texture. It's delicious.
I thought it would taste like a toenail.
No, they're amazing. Because it's raw fat and like protein and calcium that you're putting in your mouth. And we need those a lot. So your brain is like, oh, do that more, do that more.
Do it again.
It's like petting your dog while giving them a treat, but you. That's what your brain does to you.
Are you positive?
Irrelevant says, "For fun,
Yes.
sounds weirdly sadistic." And Queen and Jar says, "I've eaten something scorpion encased in a lollipop."
Yeah, scorpions encased in lollipops. I am not a huge fan of those. I'm not a big fan of sweets. I would rather literally just the scorpion. But hey.
I would rather die.
Also, I do only eat the bugs for the educational purposes. I would have them as a snack if I found them in large quantities, but I don't often. So, I don't. But I only ever pick them up in the wild and crunch on them if people are around to learn that bugs are edible.
Coin enjoyer also says, "I've also eaten ants and candy."
Yeah, when I was young, I would eat ants. I would rip the butts off them and eat them. You have to rip the butts off them. They're tasty, but kind of inconvenient, and they bite your tongue sometimes.
Fire ant.
Nope.
That extra spice.
No. Well, there's potential. I don't know what it would taste like, and it would probably be really unpleasant. It might damage your tongue. Because it's formic acid that ants have.
I've had pineapples before.
Pineapples are different, but
Yeah, I know.
similar-ish. Posting a quest, David?
I'm about to, yeah. Did you know that bright moss can dazzle flying creatures?
I did not know that. That is new. In World, it was so you could keep track of the piscine wyverns. Where is my handler?
Flag is most likely. Actually, he's just waiting for David to get his quest started and then join him on that, and then go hunt that monster.
Yep. That monster down there terrifies me.
It's
About to
new.
go with these mining outcrops. If I don't get it this time, I'll just stick with what I got.
I believe in you.
Yo.
I gotta get lucky.
He currently the plan is just sitting with.
Getting a lot of icium.
I see him. Yeah, that might be the wrong place. It might be the other one that has light crystal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, do one quick run there.
What is it? Ruins of Wyveria?
Yes.
Sounds right.
Sorry for spoiling that shop.
I wasn't paying attention. Don't
Okay,
worry.
sweet.
I was reading chat. Irrelevant says, I hope with the new pack mechanic that we get an ant monster someday, where the queen is in the later game.
That would be well.
Or later
Actually,
in the
something similar has happened before. In Generations Ultimate, there was a monster called the Celtis Queen, and she was like a beetle queen, and she would always summon beetles to help defend her. Very difficult fight because you had to fight 2 monsters at once, and if you knocked it out, a second one would show up. David, I just got a light crystal, and I am in that area. So yeah.
Actually, what? I guess I'm just stupid unlucky.
No, I'm in the one you just mentioned, the ruins.
Oh.
Check the
Okay.
build pouch.
John asks, oh, and who is the cat with armor?
Oh, so that is a palico. A palico is a profession
Let's check the map
for
first.
a feline, spelled with a Y. They are sentient cats, or I guess sapient cats, that help out hunters, etc., things like that. They are resilient, as in they actually have 9 lives. And mostly they're for gathering, smaller tool usage, things like that. Like, it would be inefficient for a hunter to do something in this moment, so the little kitty cat does it instead, because the kitty cat can't bonk very hard. They're awesome. In Generations Ultimate, you get to play as one, and it is incredibly fun. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, this game actually has an evolutionary tree, by the way. Like, they made one. I wouldn't have to. I need to go back.
I got a light crystal.
Sweet.
Now I can make these bad boys very reminiscent weapons.
Ooh.
You'll recognize them when you see them.
Ooh.
Do you use them all the time in World?
Ooh.
Alright, my quest is talk to Sheen. So you should just be able to join in once I attack the monster.
Yes. Did you fight the Rathalos?
Yes.
Did you go through the stuff after fighting the Rathalos?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, kinda.
Oh.
I think. I went through like a whole cutscene where they showed me what's going on.
Did you fight Arkfeld?
No.
I got news. You're about to fight Arkfeld.
Spoilers!
Origami person! Oh, she's looking bad. Ew.
Right.
Looks like Charlie Chaplin. Was it apocalypsing outside? Sure is. Sweet.
Yes.
Something I really like about this game is just how much attention they put in monster details. So with Pokemon Ecology, when I'm looking at Pokemon, I have to guess and posit why certain things are the way they are, because they didn't put thought into them. In this game, they did. A monster that lives and burrows in sand has short, blunt claws because it uses them to dig in sand, and gigantic horns to compensate when fighting.
Hey, Flag.
What's up?
There's a question from John.
Yeah, what's up?
John's, well, it's actually a question slash statement. Are you so happy that ZA actually does just take place in a city?
Are we talking about that? We could talk about that.
If you want, after John put that, I started typing a chat. He is a fan, and you might spend 30 minutes on stream talking about
Why do
it.
the Pokemon live in a ghetto? If it's supposed to be where Pokemon people live together, why are they in a ghetto? Why do you have to go to the Wild Street? I literally made a joke about that. At one point, I was like, there's an Alpha Garchomp on Wild Street. And there's literally a Wild Street. Dude, what? Why does the game still look so bad? Why do you teleport to the top of a rooftop? It looks so ugly. What were they thinking? Why can you dodge? This is a CRPG. Why are we dodging now? What? Of all the things to complain about in Pokemon, has anyone ever complained that you can't dodge? Like, as a human? Sure. That's why they added it in ZA for humans. But the Pokemon are supposed to dodge? What? Dude. Why is the Onix small again? Onix was huge in ZA. Why did they make him tiny? He was like person-sized. Dude. What the... Dude.
Understood.
It looks worse than the Wii U Pokken game. You know why they put you only in a city? So you couldn't make fun of the ugly mountains in the distance. That's what it was. Everything looks so thoroughly detailed and so blurry at the same time. I'm fascinated by the technology they lack to do that. You know what I mean? How did they manage to do that?
John says, but the moves animate that.
Right.
Move animates. Nice.
I don't care. I don't care.
Irrelevant says dodging is a regular thing in the anime.
Yeah, dodging is a regular thing in the anime. Which one came first? It's a CRPG. In Beyblade, breaking Beyblades was a regular thing. On the playground, it was something that you only did when your Beyblade got really old or someone cheated. I know. I was into that sort of thing. And I did break a Beyblade once. It was pretty awesome.
Or the assemble your own Beyblade.
Yeah, no,
line
it's super fun.
became popular. Yeah.
Because like the counterweights, the centers, and everything like that actually have different effects. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But like,
Perfect detour.
no, undetouring. I'm steering us back on course. This is a CRPG. It is based on being in an advantageous or disadvantageous position in like a one-on-one chess match situation. I said with Legends EA, I'm kind of glad that this doesn't become a main series going forward. And now I'm extra glad. With ZA, I was a little glad because I like gyms, and I understand that that's almost an archaic opinion now. But with this, I'm super glad because if I had to deal with that forever, fury, rage, endless hatred. Why? Ugh, dude, come on.
John says, but I am confused about why 2 of the 3 starters are from Johto.
The 2 of the 3 starters are from Johto because they could have done a starter from Kanto, but they wanted to do all 3, and because we got all 3 in the games, there's probably going to be all 3 available. Generation 3, I'm kind of surprised we didn't get anything from that. That's a little bit weird. Generation 4, I mean, we just glazed Gen 4 really, really hard in the last, like, release cycle. Generation 5, Tepig was one of very few Pokemon that just was not available in any Switch game. I think Snivy was the other one, so I'm kind of surprised that didn't happen. Gen 6, Generation 7 could have used something, like Primarina could have got something. Incineroar obviously doesn't really need anything. Generation 8 could have gotten a little bit of touch-up, especially because we're in the future now, you know? Like, what's Rillaboom doing? Maybe he's like a techno DJ or something? I don't know. You know, like a subwoofer cannon? And Gen 9 just happened. So, no Gen 9. But ultimately, I do think they did kind of have to double up on one region, whether it was going to be 5 or 2. 2 is the more liked of the regions, because there is, like, a heavy amount of nostalgia protecting those regions from criticism, which I have also bitten into, so don't worry, I'm not, like, making fun of anyone there. Or I suppose I'm making fun of myself as well. It's also that Chikorita is the most popular Pokemon worldwide, pretty much. It is #1 in Korea. It is frequently topping charts in every other place ever. It's adorable. It needs a lot of help. If there is one starter that's the worst, it's Chikorita, and it's really impressive that it manages to be the worst in singles and VGC. David, by the way, what's the status on the quest?
I'm fighting him now. Quest should pop up soon.
Nope.
To kill him. No, I mean, it should say quest started soon.
Oh, that's me.
There it goes.
We are almost about at the hour mark. Flag. How goes the PC?
It's already been an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Almost an hour. 48 minutes right now.
So, a little bit of context. My computer's fans are tired. They don't work very well at all. If my computer is sitting here, like if I'm typing on a YouTube video and watching like a stream on Discord or something like that, it starts to get a little toasty. It starts to get to the warmth that it has now. However, that is without any fans plugged in. Right now, I have one fan plugged into it, and I have another external fan blowing at maximum speed at it. On the inside, it's probably molten. Actually yeah, I can feel a little bit of extra heat coming out of these vents right here. The computer is going okay. I'm really genuinely impressed by that. I knew that the computer could handle it. I didn't think it would handle it this well, even if it is still kind of like failing to some extent.
Still think you can hit the 2-hour mark, or we
Yes.
pushing 130 now?
I think we can do 2.
Okay.
3? Nuh-uh. 2.5? Probably.
2.5 might be a stretch, but we can try.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm a little impressed that it's as cool as it is, and simultaneously a little impressed it's as warm as it is.
Indeed respects to the computer. We should like the stream so Flack can get a better computer.
Yeah, you should like the stream because I can't put a phony rigged test because my computer is tired. Look at that! I did a wounding attack, dude. That's probably my 3rd ever. Because I always just forget to do it.
And now you have your chart, and now you have your special chart.
Yay, my sharpness is gonna be
See how
0.
easy it is to make? I mean, irrelevant. If you have a next-gen console, WILDS is crossplay.
It is crossplay.
The first crossplay Monster Hunter.
Which
And
is insanity.
and they do seem to be more optimized towards consoles, specifically PlayStation 5.
Yes and no. I have heard complaints from everyone.
Yeah, fair.
I've heard PC is the absolute worst, and I think that's also because people are bottlenecking the GPUs. I've recently learned that there is a term for what I was talking about with the hippo analogy. Captain, were you here for the hippo analogy?
No, not at all.
Okay, so people will have these crazy GPUs that make their computers run some gorgeous graphics. Unfortunately, they neglect the CPUs, and so the GPU is being fed graphics like a hippo being spoon-fed. And as a result, the hippo's getting angry and it's not really working. This is a common thing in like PC forums. So, yeah. That being said, there are some people that have good CPUs and GPUs where it's just not happening.
John, currently the known ecology for arc build is
It's extinct.
kind of slim. Besides that, yeah.
It's supposed to be extinct. And there's a little bit more chop that I kind of don't want to spoil.
Don't, because I'm going to rather get it sooner or later. Either way, I'm going to get the game.
It's really cool. You know, all right,
Who knows,
here,
I might,
here's a little thing. Here's a little thing.
if I can track up a good deal, I might get it sooner rather than soon.
Oops, backwards. You remember how Cody and I were like, ooh, I wonder if this guy's actually like, he warped through time somehow? Not quite. Not far off. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Is it just the story of Meg?
Meg?
Yeah, the Megalodon thriller movie.
I don't know anything about that movie.
Spoiler for a decent at best movie.
Okay, okay. So
The bottom of the Mariana Trench was a fog wall, and underneath it holds prehistoric life. Basically sealing it in time while it still had its own ecosystem.
I mean, I would but it's kind of obvious, you know?
Yeah.
I think everyone knows it's
Yeah.
But no.
And the Megalodon only got out because a submarine breached through the fog wall and then something escaped. That something being a Megalodon.
Whack.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's a shark movie. You didn't watch it for a good. You didn't watch it for a good ecology or for sharks
That's true.
or for shark ecology. You watched it to watch sharks thrash things.
Especially because,
Yeah.
Jaws ruined ecology.
Yeah. But yeah, irrelevant. That's basically for Meg. That's kind of what the Mariana Trench bottom was like. It was just a Dark Souls boss fog wall. So back to ZA.
Back to ZA.
If there was a long silence, I had to break it.
Oh, okay. This is less a complaint, but it is, like, you know, it's very bold of me to complain about a character storyline in a Pokemon game. But did anyone think that AZ probably shouldn't have gone into business? The dude
I don't
looks
know
like a
that-
totem pole. I feel like it's just kind of weird for him to go into a hotel business.
Uh,
I mean, like that. It's small. That's really it. It's kind of
John
funny.
asked, what's the worst game in the series?
Monster Hunter?
Yeah. Assumably.
You ask 20 people, you'll get 20 answers. Actually, that's not true. You'll get
Yes, 20 people, you'll get 15, 10 answers.
3 answers. 9 of them will say World, 10 of them will say Rise, and 1 of them will say the one with underwater combat.
Ow.
1 of them is correct. No, it's
Yeah.
it's complex.
World was pretty hard to get into.
Yeah, it's okay. World has some issues, like for fans of the series. Um, it removed a lot of the. I can't call them tedious. I want to be, straight here. It removed some of the perspiration aspects of the game. The game used to be two major gameplay elements. There was going out, exploring the world, like areas to prepare for quests by hunting, gathering, fishing, things like that. And then there was the actual hunting. World cut back on a lot of that. Pickaxes and bug nets no longer broke, so you just have one infinitely. Fish would respond better to neutral bait. You didn't need bait as much. You kind of didn't in the previous games either, but it was still something to point out. Whetstones are infinite in world, and instead of having to go and find the monster and use a paintball to track it, you had to actually track the monster using its prints. So it was different. Similarly, in previous games, the environments, like if I open up my map here, you will see that there are these numbers. Here's 10, here's 9, here's 7 and 8. If you were to go from 9 to 8, there will be a loading screen in between. A brief one, but a loading screen nonetheless. World opened those up. There were no more loading screens. It transitioned between the areas. As you can see, there's still arena shaped, but there was less arenas and more areas that just happened to open up. Some people complained about those aspects of the game. Are they correct? Are they incorrect? It's kind of a toss-up. It's like complaining about the physical special split, like, it's better, but you don't hate someone for not liking it. Rise was similar with World in that regard, except also it had the mechanic to get up from attacks, and that makes it... That gives the hunter a power fantasy that a lot of people think shouldn't have been in the game, because it's supposed to be a human rising up against the odds of a great beast. The themes very often have notes rising in that manner, or notes falling as the beast is oppressing you because it's a turbo god. So Rise kind of broke that element of the fantasy a little bit, which rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Ultimately, again, it's similar to World. You can't really hate someone for complaining about that, but you can't really, up in the air. They're contentious, but they're not universally bad or hated. It's very similar to Gen 1 or Logic, I would say. Is it contradictory? Sometimes, but not always.
Real quick, I'm gonna go BRB. I'm gonna go grab some cake, maybe.
You guys have no voice. If you tell me something, I won't know about it until the cake comes back.
I will return.
What's the quest status, David?
I am heading across bridge now.
Are you watching the guy
See
go?
you later.
I'm watching a dude. He pointed and said, "Over there."
Oh, yeah,
The
soon
path is obvious.
soon you'll see the guy. Yeah, the path's not obvious. This monster is crazy. I don't even have it in my book. Oh, yeah, I do.
Now we're about to go.
Chat, I cannot see you. I don't know what you're saying. This is so sad.
Oh, I think I found the next monster.
Giant guy that kind of looks like if Kushala Daora was a part snake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ice Nergigante.
This fight and its theme are sick.
This looks... He's massive. That's like Xeno'jiva.
Yeah, he's huge. Dude, the dual blade on that guy is gonna go crazy.
And he's just like floating.
He is my favorite apex predator yet.
Oh.
Even more than Raid Owl.
Yaha.
Stop is taking so long on the cake. But I can't alt tab to check chat. I'm risking it. Oh, my computer doesn't like this. Waterfall had catch attacks and remaining on the ground was in most cases safer, but not always, but yeah. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter Generation, like, the very first game is probably also one of the worst games ever. Like, for the whole series. But, does that count, you know? Like, that's kind of mean. Why does YouTube say I'm not live right now? Oh, it's lying to me, that's why. Okay. Careful, don't wreck my computer. Soon I might be getting a new computer, because I'm gonna have a lot of money put directly into my account.
So I get to fight this thing? Like now?
Yes.
Yes!
Right.
I return.
Hello, Chop.
Hello.
I already addressed everything. Down to the Chocatorta message.
Okay.
Okay, I have 5. Quest should be starting soon.
Also, I don't know what type of cake. It just has it just has a Reese's cup on top. And some buttermilk frosting.
I don't like sweets, but I have a weakness for 2 things. Number 1, I put sugar in my coffee. Okay, and honey. Honey doesn't count. Number 1, I put sugar in my coffee, and number 2, Reese's. I love Reese's cups. Oh man, I wish I was streaming on Twitch. I could make so many funny jokes. I gotta stream on Twitch more.
Mm-hmm.
I might make that just like a casual thing if everyone's fine with it. Yeah, we'll see. Not.
Once you get a stream schedule set up, set one of those days to be a Twitch stream day.
I might. For people in chat that have no clue what I'm talking about right now, I have a different channel, a Twitch channel where I stream sometimes. I thought about doing a double stream for this, but my computer might explode. And that channel doesn't have a no cursing rule. I am a pretty different person on that channel than I am in my YouTube videos. The person that I am right now is kind of like a bridge between. I don't curse, I don't make any jokes like that on this channel. But yeah, if you're looking for that, that's where you'd find it.
Coin Enjoyer, don't bother. It probably won't happen for the next year.
Hey, that's mean. And true, but that's mean. Soon, well, I have my work schedule now. Soon as starting back up, I am going to make a schedule. How many times have I said that before?
I believe more than 5.
It's been a few. One of those days will be a Twitch day. I'll mention it in stream sometimes. I almost don't even want to lead people from YouTube to there because grass is a nice way to put the dialogue that happens on that stream. Oh, it's cold. I don't have hot drink.
The dual blades back attack goes crazy on this guy.
Yeah, I've heard. When I able to... Hello?
I can only do the full thing though when he's on the ground. It won't let me do it when he's just chilling.
Oh, my frames are lower than they have been.
Uh-oh. That could be a good video idea.
What's that?
An interesting video idea. Which Pokemon could fit best into each world's environment / map?
Each, like, Monster Hunter?
No, each environment for wild.
Oh,
I
for
guess I didn't
wilds.
say wilds. I guess brain skipped.
Okay, well, you did say world.
My bad.
No, you're good.
It's been a
I
slow day.
could do that. I might do all Monster Hunter just to make it like one longer video. That would open up, I think, like 35 total unique environments to talk about. I'm not sure how I'd do the video exactly because, oh god, that's so loud. I would have to talk about, inevitably, ecological interactions, which get a little bit weird when Pokemon universally are going to be dwarfed by these guys. But the idea of them being sort of like small monsters with a bit of extra power that bigger monsters have to worry about is interesting to me. You saved my life.
It pains me seeing you and
Here we
set up
go.
multiple wound spots and just go for the head.
I would probably throw.
There ain't none.
Yeah, because you didn't set them up.
The game actually suggests you to on this monster. Like the person you're working with says do that. I think David's got the wounds. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's coming back out. I just perfect dodged whatever that
The
attack
Moxie Mule
was.
has activated. Or lived.
Thank God I'm immune to ice.
Hot drink also boosts ice resist.
That's kind of the story for the beginning part of Monster Hunters.
What is it?
Imagine you're just minding your own business, and then a bunch of ants just start coming up and stabbing you.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Actually,
no. None of them
not
are
even
ever
a
minding
bunch.
their own business. They're always attacking farmers and stuff, and the bigger ones are threatening to end the world because they're particularly mad. To better translate for Pokemon fans, like what goes on in these games typically, you know how the Generation 4 movies depicted Pokemon like Dialga and Palkia as literal wild animals, where they just had a territorial dispute that threatened this localized part of the Earth? That's what it's like for Monster Hunter. The gods of this world are animals, and sometimes they're just mad.
Oh, I've lost a lot of stamina. Have any meat?
For anyone in chat that has played a Monster Hunter game before and doesn't want to get this one just yet, but wants another experience,
Oh God.
Generations Ultimate. Fantastic. Great. Ouch.
This
You
is
can
secret time.
you can collapse it. You can collapse it.
Oh, I see it.
I got it.
I'm grabbing it. So you got it.
I hit him with my crush claw. He took one.
I thought he was about to jump you.
No, thank goodness he wasn't.
Dude, what's an offset attack? Or do you not have that?
What?
An offset attack. It's the counter attack.
I do. This weapon is given literally everything in the world. I have perfect guards, I have guard points, I have counter attacks, I have power flashes, I have a counter, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I do have a counter for sure. I think the only skills that don't work with this weapon are the ones that exclusively affect bullets.
Yeah, fair. Probably Coin Enjoyer, but maybe let's not get into those topics on this.
What is it?
Do you think Eldritch Gods think of us as ants?
Eldritch Gods? I do agree that that's not particularly relevant to ecology, but I'll give
Yeah.
you a quick answer. No. They think of us as bacteria. When you are eating a sushi, are you concerned with the microbes on it? Unless you're in a gas station, no. And that's it. A dragon sees us as ants. True God, we're bacteria. Okay. Find cover, David.
Couldn't you just block this?
No. You.
It is literally a Latreon.
Yeah. Earlier I died to it and I said I just got a Latreon. Nope. You have to break the crystals on the face first.
He's drained my
You're
stamina.
good. You're good. Quinn Jar. I'm just saying maybe not for stream. 'Cause again, we don't officially have a rule set anywhere. Oh. Better to stay on the safe side than keep it on the potential. Not.
Yeah. Suppose typically we like to stay on topic with Pokemon, Ecology, and whatever happens to be the question of the day. But since we're doing Monster Hunter and we don't have a question of the day, we can expand it to, you know, like dragons, folklore, etc. So, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll make a rule set.
You tried to enter a power clash and show it off the stream.
With this?
Yeah. You can do it.
I actually don't know if you can.
Anything that throws a melee attack can be power clash as long as you have a card.
Oh.
That's my assumption though, so that might not actually be true. But you can power clash Arcveld, so.
That's true. But Arcveld isn't this big.
True.
Tail broken. Tail cut? Yeah, tail cut.
Yeah.
Depends on the dragon, John.
I'm telling you, the dual blades. No monster
John-
spam was safe.
John said, do you think dragons would be herd animals if they were real?
Okay, so it depends on the folklore of dragons that we're going with. I think ultimately. Alright, I don't remember the. Okay, Chuck, can you look up R and K selected species for me online and tell me which one's the uppercase letter? This is relevant.
R and K?
R and K selected species. I'll explain in a moment. I just need to know which one's which. I've talked about it on stream before, but I didn't remember which was which, so it was very just like all over the place. That was fast.
Dude, I'm telling you, all I was doing that whole fight was zooming up and down his back for like at least 400 damage per time. I did it.
Okay. It's seems like R is lowercase, K is capital.
Thank you. So, in wildlife biology, pretty much every animal is going to be an R selected or K selected species. They're going to lean towards one or the other in some cases, but for the most part, they're very clearly one or the other. R, the lowercase one, those are going to be animals that try to reproduce as much as possible and get a lot of animals out there. That's going to be things like rats and mice, mostly prey species. Predator species are typically going to be K selected. They're going to be caring for the young. Wolves, most carnivores are going to be doing this, but they're kind of leaning towards K because very often they're just abandoning their children. Then, like humans are a fully K-selected species. You have one child, it takes you 9 months to make it, and it takes a long time for that child to be worth anything. But once it is, they make self-clones. You see what I mean? Bears are another K-selected species. Not as much as we are, because sometimes they'll have like either 2 or 3. But yeah, that's the idea. Dragons, I have no doubt, would be a K-selected species. There would be one child, and I think in that case, it would very much be a case where one dragon alone is caring for that young. I think they would be a lot like bears, where the male reproduces and leaves very early on, sometimes without even any childcare at all, and the female is left to rear the young.
The blizzard.
Because I think a dragon is so capable that they could get their food on their own without worry for the child.
What happened to it? This area appears unaffected. Is this it?
Yep.
Oh, could you?
Well, it'll be a little bit until you get to actually do anything, so we could do stuff.
Do I not get to carve that tail?
Apparently not.
No.
Well, I guess you could during the fight.
Yeah, but
John says thanks for the info.
I was
You're
on
welcome.
a time limit for that fight. I
Yeah.
did not have a hot drink.
Oh no.
Yeah, my stamina got tiny.
Can't forget supplies.
Teeny tiny
Yes.
thing.
We're gonna hunt a monster. I hunt the monster I was told to hunt, or just a monster. What are we thinking?
Just hunt a monster.
What are we thinking, guys?
I would start a poll, but I have no physical power for that.
Are you not a moderator?
I am, but I
Oh,
can't do
man.
it though.
I miss Twitch. You'd be able to start a poll on Twitch.
Hey, if it isn't
Hello.
the can of hot drink,
Can of hot drink.
Can of hot drink.
I had to think of something. I didn't want to say mega potion.
Is soup a drink?
Depends
How are
on
we
the soup.
defining this?
How are we?
I think drinking is an action. You know,
That's true.
You can technically drink meat.
It's true.
I
suppose,
don't like
I suppose
thinking
in that
about
case,
that.
I suppose in that case it's like water. Is water a drink? What about when it's ice or steam?
Then it's a snack.
And it's a snack. Steam as a snack.
Yeah. You ever heard of steamed hams?
Steamed hams.
Mm.
No, steamed is the adjective. There. That's not the meal.
Now you're
That's the
munching on some
modifier.
steam with a side of ham.
I want okay, I'd be munching on some steam.
It has good games, good deals.
Suggestions if you're open to them.
Steam.
Also, if I'm watching the stream, are there gonna be spoilers for me?
There is a monster name on the right side. It would be awesome if you hopped on in and we hunted some monsters together.
Okay, that's why I'm here.
The quicker the better. My
Haste.
computer's temperature is increasing.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Go!
76 minutes in, we might not make it.
Go!
I'm on, brother.
Hey, Soup, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, Chop? What's
Do
up?
you
How's it
think you
going?
can read chat? I've been summoned like 45 minutes ago. And I've been waiting for hopefully someone to get in here.
It's super. Would you mind being chat reader guy?
I'm chat reader guy. You know what? While fighting the monster, that's funny.
Okay, so basically,
You pan over. What's your favorite type of cake?
yeah, basically
Why
look
do
over
you
at
drink
chat.
drinks but you don't food?
Food in that case would be the object. Drink is also an object, but food would not be a verb.
Alright.
It's the same reason you drive in the parkway and park in the driveway.
I'm gonna go. Have a lovely stream, everyone. Chat, also have a lovely stream. Fleck, don't let your PC die.
Dude,
It would be funny.
this will be a crazy Viking funeral for it, and it's like his last year.
Burst into flames.
Right before you finish a monster. Alright.
Soupy
Have
did
a good hunting,
actually.
y'all.
Thank you, Chop. Later. Soupy did actually perfectly dodge spoilers.
Thank goodness. Whew.
We just we just fought the craziest monster,
Okay.
which I think you're close to.
Yeah, I just fought
Arkfeld,
what was his name?
Los.
No. It was 2 monsters after that.
Oh, was
I
it
was
the
going to the
big long one?
yeah, the big long one. I did not like that fight.
Dude, what is your problem? That fight is awesome.
It was okay, visually it was really cool. It was so frustrating. Because I was using the bow and I kept trying to target wounds and it just wouldn't.
Oh no, I can see that.
It just would not target things and I don't know why.
With Charge Blade, it was awesome because I would hit it with all my impact vials when I did the wave, and with David was using Dual Blade, so he would Beyblade from head to toe.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. I had not that experience.
Why didn't you Dragonator his face?
Why didn't I did so many times. That was the only way I could do damage.
Oh.
When normally it's through wounds, because the whole idea of the fight is that he essentially makes wounds for you to hit when you knock him down.
Yeah.
It wouldn't target those. It gives you 3 free wounds that you could target with the bow, and you just can't.
Oh, because it's slow.
No, it
Oh.
wouldn't even start.
Oh, that's
I have
weird.
no idea.
They might have been not traditional wounds because the whole idea, you're like breaking those off, so it might not have been a real wound.
No. Here's the thing. I could target them if I was point blank.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know why it was the way that it was, but it was immensely frustrating and it kind of ruined the fight for me, despite the fact that it was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Hello, chat. I've alt tabbed. You got me for a while.
Now's your chance to talk to the streamer directly for the first time in years.
That Chop went and got cake recently, so.
Ah, okay.
This game's fun.
It's an exceptionally good game, despite that one fight.
How was my day? I woke up and started playing Monster Hunter, and here we are.
So a good day.
What is my favorite monster? Visually, Puke is adorable. I love him. Fight-wise, I've got probably like 4 or 5 answers off the top of my head. Shara Ishvalda and Elatrion. The first one is just such a cinematically cool fight. You're fighting this monster that controls supersonic waves and is earthquaking the very arena, collapsing it on you. When the whole game you're collapsing boulders onto monsters, it was a really cool turnaround to the trope. But at the same time, when it does that, it's these sections that looks like a bud of a flower that opens up and blooms into a lotus petal as it does that. It's awesome. And it has a Kamehameha and a Spirit Bomb. It's super cool. The monster also, instead of looking at the hunter, looks dead at the camera. Super awesome. And then Elatrion is the hardest fight I've ever managed to beat. There's a harder fight, I just haven't managed to beat it. Super cool. Ooh, shout out to Autoka, which is a mantis in Generations Ultimate, where the fight is it barely fighting you. It's just like digging in the sand for a while and you get hit by it, but you're just fighting this mantis. And then all of a sudden, Phase 2 comes around, and it weaves this gigantic mech puppet, and you have to climb onto the mech puppet and destroy its batteries to release the mantis from inside. And then the second...
Oh, I think you showed me that one, and it was
It's
like,
so
that is the coolest thing ever.
Phase 3 is it rebuilding that mech while you're fighting it. And then Phase 4 is the mech again. Phase 5, you're fighting, you know, like the apex of technology, this gigantic turbo mech, right? Phase 5, the mech breaks, it's gone. The theme starts, the theme of the game, and there it stands, you versus it, and all it has is a wheel, which is humanity's first invention, and I think that's so sick. I think that's just the coolest thing ever.
That is... Gosh, the developers of this game are on something else, dude.
It's so awesome. Autoka is one of your favorites as well. Don't forget the Dragonators. Oh yeah, it throws Dragonators at you too, Soup.
What? That's so cool. How did they make like the coolest series of games of all time? Like what?
Right. It's just, when I was looking at other games to play while I was waiting for Generation 6 of Monster Hunter to be announced, I saw Generations Ultimate, and I tried it, and I fell in love, man. I
gotta play that one day.
No, dude, for real. I only played it because Autoka was in it and in other games, and I really wanted to fight Autoka. And oh my god.
It was worth.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool. Like, Elatrion in that game is butts. It's such an unfun fight. It's way better in World. But like, oh my goodness, that one's awesome. Okay, my computer can actually handle alt tab decently well, but Super, I will need you to recheck because I don't have a second monitor.
Okay. Yeah, I can read chat. I can read chat. Don't worry.
Delete. Thank you. Not yet, of course,
Here,
when we actually start a hunt.
Let's I'm gonna pop out chat. I'm gonna put it on the
Yeah, that's what I do.
left half of my second monitor so that I don't have to look over as far.
Right.
Yeah. See, I'm a genius. I'm smart like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I will
I'm
say,
different.
favorite monster based on music. There's a few. And it's gotta go to something that has, like, unique orchestration. As much as I love Shar Ishvalda's theme because it sounds so unusually foreign in an already kind of comfortable game, it's got to go to either Basil Juice or Raydao because of it's definitely Brachydios. The fact that the fights measure, the time signature changes during the song because it's a boxer shifting up his stances on you, trying to catch you off guard, is so cool. Imagine having to be in the Monster Hunter Orchestra and he's like, yeah, play 7/8 for 5 measures, then 8, then 9, then 7, then 9, then 8. No, I will not. Hope you get more
I just look at
deviants.
the sheet music for that one, and it's
By the way, there are deviants in this
Bracky
game.
or
relevant.
Raging Bracky.
Bracky or Raging?
Oh no.
The fights are different enough. Raging Bracky is ridiculously difficult. I love it. And when he gets you to the end and he slams the ground and locks you in mano a mano, you're stuck in here with him and he's stuck in here with you, and the lyrics come on, unmatchable feeling. As awesome as Autoka standing there with a wheel. Normal Bracky is just such an awesome fight. Like, the fact that it's just in the middle there and it's such a delectable treat. I almost quit Monster Hunter at one point while playing through Iceborne because I chose a really bad time to switch to Greatsword. And I got to Brachydios and I was like, wait a minute, this game's still awesome. And it was all good from there. So, shout out to Brachydios.
Hey, you guys want to help me fight a Rathalos? I need a flame sack.
Yeah, we all need a flame sack. Let's do it.
I'm so down, dude. That fight was so much fun.
Where is my handler?
Oh, I'm not in
wait,
the link
yeah.
party.
Like
Oh.
a link party.
Shoot me an invite there, brother.
A flame sack. I can make some Brachydios weapons.
I mean, Rathalos weapons.
Yes.
I will say negative shout out to Raging Brachydios for being one of the title updates that just totally defuncted every previous bit of equipment. That was uncool.
Hmm.
Yes, at the end of World, there were a few title updates where they would add like a single monster. It was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the correct order, but it was Kulve Master Rank, Raging Brachydios, Elatrion, Safi Jiva, and Fatalis. And every single time they added one, all of the previous gear was just worse.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I mean, like, you were gonna fight it a billion times anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some element of it feeling bad, especially with Safi Jiva, because you don't get to choose what you get a random weapon with random elements and things like that. So don't get unlucky.
Yeah, that's a little cringe.
I got so lucky with Safi Jiva. I got literally everything perfectly that I wanted on my longsword.
I was like one step short, but yeah, same. Like, I could have gotten a tiny attack boost up, but yeah, it was a Dragon Element Great Sword. All good. Perfectly fine.
I like the skill variety that Sunrise offered. World has no MMO like that way for my taste. Or has World was too MMO like that. I am so sorry that I cannot read. World was too MMO like in that way for my taste.
I can agree with that. I don't think World was flawless. It's my favorite, and that is in no small part due to me being a wildlife biologist and the game being about wildlife biology. If I wasn't, GU probably would beat it. Soup. GU's insane. Like, when all the title updates are done for this game and DLC's like way down on the horizon,
Yeah.
we're playing GU.
I'm down.
The quest has been canceled.
What do you mean the quest has been canceled? What did you do?
I had to cancel it. I forgot to use the lucky voucher. Don't forget to use lucky vouchers.
Oh, snap.
Oh wait, that's actually so true.
I'm also gonna beef it up.
How the computer going? Is it okay or able to cook a steak?
Right now, it's good. It's hotter
Does
than it
need
was just a bit
barbecue
ago.
stand?
It's like, if I put my hand on it and put my hand to my mouth, the warmth lingers. It is almost a hand warmer. Like, a real hand warmer. Not the wussy hand warmers. I don't know how many people that's relevant to. Real hand warmers are pricey. Like electric blanket. It's an electric blanket right now.
Okay. No, wrong button. No. I wanna stock up on potions. What do you mean you're on the quest right now? What the? I need potions. I had 2 mega potions left.
I didn't use a lucky voucher. Oh well, whatever.
I don't like how it auto locks onto the monster.
Same.
Like it Dark Souls locks on.
That's actually a setting in Dark Souls. You can turn that off. It might be a setting here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
The heat is an experimental feature where the PC/console will deal fire damage in IRL when you are hit with a fire attack.
Dude, I have actually thought about on the Twitch channel hooking up one of those things where I get shocked when I take damage in a video game.
And then playing this. But it just like electrocutes you.
You just die. Get the electric chair.
Ow! Ow! Please, please, please do, says Coin Enjoyer.
I might.
It'd be so funny.
It would exclusively be on the Twitch channel, I want you guys to know.
It'd be swearing up a storm.
What's that?
It'd be swearing up a storm, probably.
I feel like having some variant of self-harm on an educational YouTube channel is not the greatest look. That's why.
That also is true. Because Rathalos, this is a dumb question. Rathalos has fire resistance, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna switch off the fire sword. 1 moment.
He is weak to dragon in previous games.
I don't have a dragon weapon.
Weak
I
to
do
water?
have lightning though.
Don't think so. The question, if it's weak to water, is almost always no.
Yeah, water just sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why.
Does anything does much like resist it?
Yes.
Oh,
This is world data, so I don't know for sure on like every monster. Especially because Generations Ultimate is horrible about that. You have to fight the monster a few times before you get that information.
oh, that's super cringe actually.
Yeah, isn't it? That is why, as much as I love GU, and as much as I think I would prefer it over World if I didn't have like the spiritual love of World, I could not defend that. Like that's insane. There are a number of things I could not defend about it.
Irrelevant. I am sorry. I'm about to absolutely butcher this. But is Zeru Su wants to sue for copyright? I'm
What,
assuming about
Alt-Tab?
the idea
Zero
of.
Risu wants to see copyright.
I'm
Oh,
assuming for
probably.
yeah.
If they claimed copyright on that, I feel like the internet would probably back up me in that is insane. Also, that would be that wouldn't be copyright. That would be patent.
Frontier Light Rathalos.
I have not played Frontier. Isn't Frontier one of the like less liked ones? 'Cause that one was almost literally an MMO, I believe. I don't know for sure. I don't know the details.
Also, I have a question.
What's up?
I was fighting a monster today, and I performed a sneak attack. What the fetch is a sneak attack?
Added in this game, duh.
Go on, find the monster.
It is a way for all weapons to have a wake-up attack, but also it like works if you're hiding in a bush.
Okay, because I accidentally did it by just walking behind the monster and then pressing B.
Do you want to know what other game actually kind of had a sneak attack feature?
What is that?
World had the Assassin's Creed mantle that dealt extra damage to monsters who hadn't noticed you yet.
Oh, that's cool, although usable once in a fight.
And also, it wasn't the ghillie mantle. You didn't have protection against the monster seeing you.
Yeah, you had
Oh.
to sneak up on it.
It works
It
on Elder
actually did a
Dragons.
decent amount of damage.
Yeah,
And
it
it
was-
like guarantee staggered. I used it.
It was 3 times damage. It was a wake-up attack.
Oh, that's huge, actually.
Yes. It will work on Elder Dragons because they don't really care about you. Like, they notice you, but they don't know if it counts for the mantle. Because, you know, they just walk
I was
by.
about to destroy that wound!
Look what I did.
Frontier was an MMO, very anime.
I figured. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but that was weird. That was inconvenient.
I need to switch weapons. I'm never getting a wound.
Are you bow?
Yeah, I'm going bow because this is my backup weapon.
I've been going hammer a little bit. I might try light bow gun. I'm not particularly interested in any of the light bow guns, but like, maybe down the line, maybe.
There we go. Forgot to rapid spin on my spinner.
What?
That's a coin enjoyer said that.
Hope you didn't lose a match from that. Oh, wait. That's awkward, isn't it?
What's up?
He has
Oh,
a
that's a
Pokemon
lot of
dedicated to
words.
removing hazards in Pokemon, and forgot to put the move that removes hazards. So it
Okay.
just sits there.
Message from Irrelevant. In Frontier are burst species, which are monster plus tool, comma. Sorry.
Take your time. You're all good.
Zeru Yusu is the Rathalos burst with the light element, which combined dragon fire and lightning. Looks similar to this one. Okay.
Oh, that wasn't to me shocking myself. That was to Rathalos.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it might be a callback to it. They've done things like that before. Like, how many Diablos variants are there that are just them being like, yeah, that wasn't it.
I'm just gonna. Oh, he wants me dead. He wants me so dead.
That was awkward.
That was the coolest. I might have to save that and show you what just happened.
I saw one output of it, and it looks like he fell down and caused an explosion.
I popped the wound just as that nuke went off, and
Oh.
I just tanked the nuke.
That's sick. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm gonna carve this guy, this Rathma. Don't make the joke, but it's there.
We all know it. We don't have to say anything.
Oh god. I don't like how you all said that at the same time.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm about to hold up.
Did he just get double staggered?
I think that is what happened. Oh my gosh, you're giving me so many names. Okay, the Diablo's burst species, Varu. Okay, thank goodness. The Diablo burst species, Varusaborosu, looks like the actual devil, and the hunt is a game of keep away with a nuclear cactus. What?
All right. I might check out Frontier. I was looking for some consensus on like the hardest of the older games. Although that one just sounds fun, and I might do it for fun. I'm definitely gonna change it. And not send the message.
I got muted.
Imagine getting muted, dude.
That's so embarrassing. Coin Enjoyer says, I have no idea what's going on, but it's interesting. True, this game's awesome.
Yeah.
I got a mystery bone. Who knows what it could be?
This bone is a mystery.
This bone, it vexes me.
This vexes me. I got an expert jewel! It's
Oh, I got a charge jewel.
Yo.
There's the Charge Master skill.
What is Charge Master? I mean, I have a guess.
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
Decorations, yay! I wish this wasn't a staple of this game series.
Frontier has, I think, some new fan servers. Was officially closed some years ago, though.
Aww. This is not where you set decorations. Wait, that's not what I was doing here.
What are we making today?
It was you. I can, in fact, make the Rathalos blade.
Look good?
Wait, can I make my Rathalos weapon? Actually, I might make a Rathalos bow because I already have a really good switch axe.
Come back anytime.
Wait. Oh, I have a single decoration slot.
Oh, there's not a. There's gotta be a Rathalos one, right? Yes. Okay.
Guys,
I didn't get a flame sack. I'm gonna lose my mind.
the
Sorry, go ahead.
decoration menu is awesome.
Where is it?
So go into your camp and hit change equipment, and then when you're looking at like your primary, secondary, head, etc., press right, and it pulls up a list of all decorations you have equipped, and you just edit it there. That's fantastic. I love
That's
this.
awesome.
Oh, dude, management of that has been horrible in every single game ever. Expert tool.
What are all of your guys' favorite animals?
Oh, only my weapon could take it.
What's your favorite animal?
Coin enjoyer.
Well, what can I do for you?
Me?
Yeah.
I like jellyfish. I think they're funny.
They're pretty cool. They have no centralized nervous system.
They are also like fascinating creatures. Like,
Yeah,
how do they exist?
Yeah, they're pretty wonderful. What are the oldest too? What's your favorite animal, David?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Guys, I didn't get
I've
a
got two
flame
answers
sack.
for this.
We're
This is
gonna
why I'm
have to
having you
go
guys
again.
go first.
We don't have to go again, by the way.
What's that?
That was a lot.
Stoats.
I said I didn't get the flame sack.
Dudes.
I dig it. Stoat's pretty awesome. Their
They're
relatives
adorable.
were actually inspiration for Aliens and Alien.
Really?
Yes. An alien skull looks a lot like a weasel skull. And weasels, okay. Wolves hunt by weakening an animal until it's eventually too weak to run away, and then they deliver the finishing blows. Cats will typically chomp a windpipe or something like that and try and critically disable the animal in one go.
Mm-hmm.
The skunk has actually been separated out of the category of mustelids because it is too nice. Mustelids are horrible monster animals. This is where wolverines are located, for instance. Weasels and a couple of their close relatives will chomp the brain case open and eat it first.
Everything's bright white. It's
Oh,
kind of unsettling.
that's terrifying.
Some of them also don't wait until you're dead. They just eat you alive. Bears do that too, but for a different reason.
Jonathan says they are going to get some shut-eye. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night, John. And then my two favorite animals, one of them, humans. Pretty much everything we love about other animals and find cool in them is something that we already do. Elephants have different trumpets to communicate complex information. I am complexly trumpeting at you guys right now. Wolves actually elect pack leaders to lead their hunts based on experience. We do the same thing. Cuttlefish turn invisible, and we're working on that, which is insane. And no other animal has a cell phone.
True. We have TikTok.
And my second favorite animal, if it isn't assigned by making myself and also my palico a raccoon, is a raccoon. They are the only animal to cheat on the animal intelligence test. They are fascinatingly intelligent, despite filling a somewhat similar...
That's awesome.
Yeah, they cheated. Despite fulfilling a sort of like scavenger role, they managed to get super fat because they're just that effective. They're also the most omnivorous species, having an even division between the three, as far as animals are concerned, food groups. They're fascinating. They're awesome. Do you know that black stripe around their eyes?
Yeah.
They're actually supposed to be up during the daytime. That black stripe around their eyes helps catch sunlight so that they can fish in bright light.
Oh.
But they cheated on the animal intelligence test. Imagine a piece of wood, about an inch thick, and then a foot by a foot. So, like, take a Connect 4 board and make it a block of wood. There are two test tubes connected. You can see the whole thing of both of them. They start at the top, open, and then go down and connect at the bottom. So it's like a U shape. The water level is at the top in one of them and really low in the other. The animal is supposed to observe the scientist putting rocks in on one side to raise the water level on the other to bring a piece of food up to the top to eat. Animals are supposed to replicate this, and that is a test to see if they are intelligent in some capacity, in this particular capacity.
Okay.
Most primates could do it. Some or most apes could do it. Some primates in general could. I believe cockatoos could. I think crows could. Dogs could not. Raccoons, some of them could. Some of them would. Some of them would push it over and spill it. And eat the food.
That's awesome.
No other animal did that. No gorilla, no orangutan, no chimpanzee, no bonobo. Just the raccoons pushed it over to spill the food. They are like owning a toddler if you ever have them as a pet for whatever reason. They will unplug cords, they will destroy things, and they will eat the crap out of your cabinet. You won't have food.
Irrelevant, gotta say, thank you for chatting. I'm not reading all that because you're doing that just to torture me. All right.
Unknown? Oh, uncown.
Uncown. Yeah, no, I thought it was unknown too. And I'm like, nope, not reading that one out. I'll embarrass myself.
Bubba Ruba Rumo. That's kind of fun to say. Thumb up. Bird up. Oh, computer's kind of toasting.
Kind of toasting.
Kind of toasting.
Toast. Do you think your computer has enough left in it to do one more?
Oh, we got one more. We got one more. I think we got one more.
One more?
We got one more.
What are we fighting?
What are we doing? We're not doing Zoo Woo because that's not one more. There's going to be a lot of attempts.
I also have not gotten there yet. So.
It's like right there. You're close, but whatever.
Yeah, I know, but like I want to like experience it.
Well, you need another flame. No, we don't want to fight him a second time.
Oh, Kai's here asking, "Hey, Flag, how's it going?"
How's it going, Kai? Pretty good. I am loving this Monster Hunter game.
You should play this game if your computer can run it, of course.
Yeah.
It's a very good game.
Yeah, might not run it.
Might not run it, but it's good video game. They have a benchmark that you can do to see if you can run it.
My benchmark said I couldn't.
And here you are anyway, so you know what? Try.
Hey guys, I kind of need Guardian Rathalos parts. Weakness exploits really good. Nah, we're gonna do that off stream. I'm not gonna force stream to watch yet another Rathalos fight.
Watch it. It's okay. Yeah, well, we can do that one off stream.
I want to find a waste I really want.
I go full armor sets because I think it looks cooler, and I'm a very vain person.
Wow.
It's actually not true at all. I like to look cool in video games.
I could go Hirabami for the evade window and ice resist. Mostly the evade window. Rumpapolo for wide range to be a nice guy.
Wide range. What a waste of a skill.
Does item prolonger affect charge blaze? I'm pretty sure it does. No, no, that's not what it does. No, it affects polish, protective polish. That's what it affected. Okay, never mind. Power extender is the one that affects that.
Kai says my laptop was crying for mercy when I played the first beta. I'm not going to try playing this game until I upgrade in some capacity. Understandable.
Hey, mine cried for mercy, and now it's running it. Let's do it.
Irrelevant says mine doesn't want to at the moment. I'm currently searching for a maiden to sacrifice for fixed attempt 99.
You know where to find me.
I had to read that twice to make sure. I'm like, is that what? Oh yeah, no, that's just it.
All right, posting a Hirabami assignment.
I
Dude, I love the shimp. Shimp fights are actually kind of fun.
Oh wait, I need to eat food.
Thank you for not saying
We'll be
food,
back in
Max.
30 minutes. I'm kidding.
Right?
Dude, I got no secondary ingredients.
No secondary ingredients? Okay. After stream, like after this fight, go back to Fireland and talk to the people that have exclamation points. They become traders. I found a couple people selling shrimp there.
Ooh, I do like the shrimp. I am a shrimp guy.
I'm not a big fan of the shrimp.
Wow. I actually forgot what the shrimp did, so I just tried to say that to be exciting.
It's not letting me.
Kai says, I did recently clean out my laptop since I got a new battery for it. It might do a little better now, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I would say focus on the CPU rather than the GPU.
And,
Nah, don't
Coin
listen to me. I
Enjoyer.
don't know computers enough.
I would say both. Try to get a good balance. I'm like, don't neglect the CPU, you know?
Yeah.
Coin Enjoyer says, once the pewter is ready to cook, will you end the stream or do something else?
End the stream because I want to play this more. I'm sorry.
It's a very good game, guys. It's incredibly good.
I'm genuinely so sorry. Tomorrow will be a stream. I might do like an hour of an hour of Wilds into something else. Actually, hang on. Everyone here. Tomorrow probably gonna stream. Would you guys want to see me do a Scarlet and Violet badge lock? It's a Nuzlocke, but after each badge, and Scarlet Violet has 18, you sacrifice a Pokemon.
Do you like spin a wheel, or do you make a decision, or
We will have chat vote.
Should we take a
chat vote? Oh, I will be in chat and I will be making all of the worst decisions. That sounds diabolical. Yes, says Kai.
Okay, sweet. Because like I want to do it if people will watch, and I think that's fun, and it's also not a Professor Oak challenge, which I will be doing eventually. Like, but that will continue. Don't worry. I like them, but I don't want to only do them. I may make Wilds like a mainstay, like an hour of Wilds and then other stuff. That could be fun. It'll never end a stream because it will end the stream on its own, but you know.
Coin Enjoyer says yeah to the idea, by the way.
Sweet.
Sorry it's taking me so long to join it. I don't know why, but whenever I bring up anything like the invitation menu or anything multiplayer, it takes forever.
Oh, that's weird. It said you sent me a quest invite.
Yeah, there's also that.
By the way, to all the Monster Hunter fans, you are able to use the binoculars to sight if a monster is a gold crown. So gold crown farming is a lot easier now, and also endemic life no longer has crowns. So, yeah.
By the way, I saw the next monster and I'm very excited.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Oh yeah, Soup. There is a monster before the one that I said,
Okay.
and it's a returner, and now I was really hyped to see him. Is that who you're talking about, David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had my armor set out of him in World.
Yeah. See if I really want
Oh,
to say
is
it.
this somebody that I'm gonna recognize?
Yeah.
Jerky.
Yeah. Need jerky.
I'm excited.
supply shipment's coming. Hope you find something useful.
Dude,
No,
when I saw that the jerky was available, I was like, "There's no way he's back," but he was. I love him.
He's like the sole reason Jerky exists.
Yeah.
I still haven't eaten.
They made a Latreon
I-
do that just to justify the jerky in Master Raid. Not literally, because you know he's.
Relevant is excited about the binoculars and saying the shiny hunting of Monster Hunter improves.
Yes. Two. Farming for crowns was so bad, people would wear specific armor sets and then trap monsters in shock traps to straighten them out so that they could compare the size of the monster to literal pixel perfect things online to see if it might be a gold crown, to see if they should even bother hunting it.
Oh my gosh. Coin Enjoyer says, I remember for a long time ago, a guy that did a Nuzlocke, but his friends controlled the Pokemon. It was super chaotic and fun. I recommend doing it when you're bored and want to do something with friends.
I could. That could be fun. If I get like a whole bunch of people in chat, that could also be something we do. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be down to do that. That sounds hilarious.
you, Chop, Cody, David, Carter. And then me. I'll have one that gets to be me so that I have like all party member.
Shut up!
That's a chance.
Dude, what's best about this is it's elemental, but it still has impact files. I can stun monsters. KO them. Can do that.
Huh?
There are two vials for the charge blade. One of them applies the element better and shoots out in a wave. The other one does KO damage and just raw damage and sends out in a line.
That's cool.
It's the 2 types of dragon breath from D&D.
Oh my god. These dual blades are very noisy.
Dude, you on the Jin Gatan earlier, and the was hilarious.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah.
A front lock is just Fire Emblem. True. Hold on, guys. I got this.
Yeah, you probably actually have a good whip attack. That's a siphon axe mode?
Yeah.
That's sick.
This weapon's freaking awesome, dude. No, that one's a multi. Okay, wait, hold on. If I can actually get it right. There we go.
Oh. Heavy slicing pod.
Yeah, that's what I was. Oh, it's down. I forgot this guy's a little wimpy little boy.
Yeah, you
He is
normally
literally
does.
just a noodle.
It's called Fleet Fight.
I guess that's why you fight 3 of them when you first
Yeah.
fight them.
Well, his friends are supposed to show up. This mission's called Fleet Fight.
Trove of new data.
Oh, we're just that good.
Where'd the other guys go?
There's a mining out crop.
So yes, this is the end of the stream. I'm sorry, guys. It's release weekend. You can blame me all you want. I'm not gonna care. Tomorrow I will be streaming more. There will not just be Monster Hunter, but there will also be Monster Hunter. I'm gonna be a little bit further in the story. We're just gonna pretend like it happened on stream, all right?
Yeah, yeah. Everyone will know.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Yeah, the computer's getting a little too toasty, even with the 2 fans at it. Yeah. All right. Have a great one. Thank you guys for stopping by. See you tomorrow.